Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Hello, hi everyone. So my name is Saurav. So today we will be covering the chapter first, real numbers of class 10th. Okay. So as you know, class 10th कितनी important होती है सबके लिए, तो बड़े ध्यान से हम इसको पढ़ेंगे. Okay. So let's define the agenda first. Okay. So what we are covering today. Okay. So first we covering Euclid theorem. Okay, Euclid theorem we will cover today, and the second is fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Okay, now then we see what is composite number. Okay, then some examples. Okay, and then we cover complete tree. So this will be a part 1. Okay, and part 2 is irrational number. Okay, so in part 2 irrational number and proofs. Okay, so this will be a part 2. Okay guys, so hope you understand the agenda. So now let's see what is this theorem says. Okay, and how we are going to prove it. Okay, so first is Euclid theorem. So first we are covering part 1. Okay, so Euclid theorem. It is also called divisibility algorithm because here we are dividing the numbers, integer numbers. Okay, so Euclid theorem says if any integer a and divided by integer b, it always leaves a remainder r which is less than or equal to p. Okay, so this r will be less than or equal to b. So this is obviously like kind of a division you do. Okay, for example, if you divide 30 by 7, right? So how you are going to divide? The remainder is come, right? 7 4s are 28 and the remainder will be 2. Okay, so this 2 is r and this is b. Okay, so this 2 is always less than or equal to b. Okay, and if it is equals it can't be equal, it is always less than b. So means if it is 0, then it is completely divisible. Okay, so this is Euclid theorem. Okay, now what Euclid theorem says, when in a and b are the integers. So Euclid theorem says when when integer a divided by integer b, it always leave a remainder r which is less than or equal to b. Okay, now come to the next theorem, which is fundamental arithmetic theorem of arithmetic. Okay, this fundamental theorem arithmetic, what this theorem says that when any number, right, is any number can be divided into composite into the prime numbers and power of the prime number. Okay, so any integer, right, it can be divided into, or it can be a multiplication of the power of the composite number. Okay, so let's see how this theorem works. Okay, for example, let's say x is equal to 40. Okay, so this 40 you can divide by 2, 2, 2 and 5. Okay, so this can be also equal to 2 की power 3, 5. Okay, so this 2 and 5 are prime numbers. Okay, so this theorem says any number can be dividing into the prime factors, okay, and the order is not mandatory. You can put in any order, right, to 2 into 3 into 5 or 5 into 2, okay. So this theorem in generally, let's say in the general form, x is equal to p1, p2, p3, p4 and so on and pn. So here p1, p2, p3 are the prime numbers, and the relation between them is like p1 is less than equal to p2, less than equal to p3 and so on, okay. So this can be equal, okay, like here see, you can see multiple 2's, okay, and this can, if you put in the powers of the prime, then this theorem is a fundamental theorem. Mathematics says any number can be put in a power of the prime factors, okay. So this is arithmetic theorem. Composite numbers, right, which is a multiplication of the prime number, right. You can say 40 is a composite number which is a multiplication of the prime numbers, okay. This is what the composite. So this we covered, this we covered, and this we covered. Some examples, say, let's say some examples here. Some example for better understanding of the fundamental theorem of arithmetic, okay. Let's see 4 power n, okay. So this is example in the NCERT also. 4 की power n, where n is natural number, okay. So we need to prove, question is 4 की power n ends with 0. So can this 4 की power end with 0, okay. So this theorem, right, fundamental theorem arithmetic is very necessary to prove this, okay. So first we divide this number 4 की power n into the prime factors, okay. Let's see, let me give the solution in this one, blue, okay. So 4 की power n, so you say that 4 is not a prime number, so first you need to divide the 4 into the prime factors, okay. 4 power n is 2 की power 2 n, 2 की power 2 n, okay. So now this 2 is की power 2 n, okay. So you can see there is no 5, okay. To come with 0, you need 5 also. You need 2 and 5, okay. 2 into 5 is equal to 10. So if it is n with 0, you need 5 also. You can see only 2 is the factor, or you can say prime factor of 4 की power n, okay. Hence 5 is not here, so hence 4 की power n can't ends with 0, okay. So this is how this prime factor fundamental theorem of arithmetic we use to prove that 4 की power n is never ending with 0, because 5 is not the prime factor of 4 की power n, okay. So this we complete, okay. Now some more examples that is using this fundamental theorem of arithmetic, okay. Let's just to take HCF and LCM, okay. So for example SCF of 6 and 40, okay. How you take the common elements, right, which are common both. So first you need to take the prime factors, okay. Like for 6 you can represent it like this, 2 की power 1 multiply 3 की power 1, and for 40 you can put 2 की power 3 into 5 की power 1. So you can say SCF will be the common elements, right, the highest power which is lowest power which is common, right. 2 की power which is common, right, 2 की power 1, okay. Nothing else is common, so SCF is 2, okay, here in this one, okay. Now this is we come the solution with the exam using the fundamental theorem of arithmetic, okay. Now let's take LCM. It's the maximum power of the common, right. You can say 2 की power 3 and the 3 which is not common, we need to take all the elements, okay. 3 की power 1 and into 5 की power 1, so it will be 8 into 3 into 5 which is 120, okay. So you can see 120 is 6 and 40 are the divides 120, okay, and 2 is a common. So this is how SCF and LCM comes, okay. Now I am giving one example one formula actually, SCF of any two number P n into Q into LCM of P and Q is equal to P and Q. Okay, so this theorem is very important in as per your exam perspective. So if you know anything, you can find the right any other number. If you know the LCM SCF, you can know the P, then you can find the Q. Okay, so this is theorem. And for the 3, right, if you have the three integers, so the formula is little different. SCF of P Q R is equal to P into Q into R LCM of P Q R upon LCM of P comma Q, LCM of Q comma R, LCM of P comma R. So this is formula for SCF. Okay, and similarly you can find the formula of LCM. So you can put LCM of 3 number P Q R is equal to P into Q into R LCM of SCF of PQ, SCF of QR, SCF of PQ, PR. Okay, and top you need to put SCF of P comma Q comma R. Okay, so these three formulas is very important as per your exam perspective. Okay, so please learn it. Okay, now this we covered the examples. Okay, now the last topic of the part 1 is complete tree. Complete tree, I mean here how we are covering the chapter is prime, right? Real number. Okay, our first chapter is real number. Okay, so how this graph looks like. Okay, real number, and the second thing is imaginary number. Okay, which are in the form of a plus ib. Okay, I is imaginary, iota you say, right? So real number is also now we divide this as a rational and irrational. Okay, it will cover in the second part. Okay, irrational number, you right, these are in the root form, right? Root and in that you can put a prime number, root 2, root 3. Okay, these are the some irrational number. Okay, root 5, like that you can put. Irrational number which can be represented in the form of P and Q, where Q is not equal to 0. Okay, now the rational number we can put as integer and non-integer rational number. Okay, now integer can be positive and negative, and the positive integer also divided into the whole number and natural number. Okay, so positive integer and negative integer, and this positive integer divided into whole number, which whole number actually 0, 1, 2, 3 like that, and the integer natural number like which start from 1, 2, 3 and so on till infinity. Okay, so this is how we divide this complete tree to understand what is real number, and any number on this number line, right, is a real number. Okay, for this is real number line, right, 1, 2, 3 and till infinity, and it will minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 till minus infinity. So any number which represent in this number line is a real number. Okay, so this is, thank you guys. So this is we all covered as a part 1. Next video will be covering the irrational number. Okay, so if you have any doubts, if you are solving your exercise, right, अगर आपको उसमें कुछ भी दिक्कत आती है तो आप क्वेश्चन अपना कमेंट में ज़रूर डालें, तो मैं उसको सॉल्व करके आपको बताऊंगा और उसकी वीडियो में भी एक्सप्लेन कर सकता हूँ अगर ज़रूरत पड़ी तो. ओके, सो अगर आपको ये वीडियो पसंद आई तो लाइक जरूर करिए, ताकि और नेक्स्ट वीडियो के अपडेट आपको आते रहे, उसके लिए आप सब्सक्राइब प्लीज़ जरूर करिए. थैंक यू एवरीवन, हैव अ नाइस डे.
Audio Jungle.